Hey, what's up, mother bleepers? This is probably, I think, like day four, day five of the wealth journey to $1 million, if not more. So, today, I had a minor breakthrough, man. I didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was speaking with one of my homies, and man, he got me back up. I had to make a realization that I'm a fucking athlete, man. I was a G on the field. And see, I think this is a big thing that a lot of athletes face, especially as they transition into the life of the civilian, is that it's tough to fucking it's tough, man. Because you gotta learn a whole new set of skills. You spent your whole life being a fucking gladiator, knocking heads, banging your body up, beating yourself up to a pulp, training, listening, following orders, not really thinking for yourself, just working off a pure instinct. And when you realize that's not how life necessarily works. Well, there's different segments of life that work in that particular manner. There's particular points you're supposed to utilize those skills, but for the most part, life is more of a long-term game. It's a bigger, longer plan. You're not playing just a single season where your season's done after 10, 15 weeks of competing. You're looking at years. And you got to switch the mind frame from getting the immediate gratification from a game is concluded within an hour or 2 hours or so to putting in the same amount of effort, going just as hard in life, but in not seeing the fruition of your results until much later down the road. So it's a more of a compounding, gradual climb, and you have these exponential jumps, and that's what I was really dealing with because these motherfuckers. That's what the fucker I was dealing with. Cause I'm like, man, I'm putting effort in. I'm going hard. I'm doing this. I'm not seeing none of the results, but the results are coming. But they're a slow lag period because humans, you don't respond like that quickly. It's more of a gradual climb. You start to build momentum. One turns into two, two turns into four, four turns into eight. But that initial one takes so long to get to, and you're not gonna see no results. And I didn't realize like, hey, you're doing the right thing. Just keep chipping away. Like a lot of these people started when they were 20, 19, 18, when they were young kids with a goal in mind already of how to get rich. But you weren't necessarily doing that. So that you shouldn't expect the same results as somebody who put their life, blood, and soul into that particular endeavor. But here's where your advantage comes in. This is where the athletic advantage comes in. And I'm writing a book for the homie, not a book, but I'm writing a foreword for the homie because he's making a book to help athletes go from winning in the field to winning in business, winning in corporate America, winning in the actual game of life. And the biggest thing that I was taking away from it is like, you gotta remember that it wasn't like you were wasting your life, like being off playing fucking World of Warcraft or RuneScape and shit in a room by yourself. No, you were doing some real fucking human shit. You were taking damage. You were doing something very physical, something tough that the greater population will never have any idea or exposure to. So don't beat yourself up because you don't have the particular skill set that other guys got because they spent their time doing this particular thing. You have your own unique advantage where you are bulletproof up here and here. A lot of those guys will trade their fucking wealth to experience what you got to experience. Because anybody can get the money thing, man. The money thing ain't hard. That's just time. Time and practicing skills. And it's not a zero-sum game. And that's where you have to understand and have that flip in your mindset. You got to understand, when you're competing in a sport, that's a zero-sum game. For me to get something, I got to take it from you. In business, for me to get something, I just got to help everybody. I don't even have to be good. You could be a shitty business owner and still fucking make a lot of money. And when you have that mindset switch, you realize I'm not playing a zero-sum game. I'm playing a total wealth game where the more value I provide, the more value they get, and I get more out of it in return. Or I get my cut on the return. And when that flip switches and you realize business and everything else in life is much easier than fucking football. That's when you start winning. And that was the breakthrough I had today. Just stick to what I'm fucking doing, put myself out there, keep fucking grinding, and just be nasty, man. Just fucking relish in the progression and the totality of the game. Understand, like, man, this is just a game, bro. And you're playing, but the results are not going to come right away. Every time you score, you ain't going to score just like that. You might have to work for a month before you see the fucking points on the board start to tack up and rack up. And don't let anybody else's fucking journey derail you from what you're doing, because you're going to get there. You just got to keep fucking pushing. You got the advantage, because once you actually figure out the blueprint, you understand what you're doing, bro, you run through these motherfuckers, because they don't got the same, it's not the same brain. They're not competing with you on that same level. Their competitive nature is like, oh, I got this done, blah, blah, blah. And they spend time behind a keyboard. But man, I'm just saying, to all my fellow athletes out there, or people who are struggling, trying to understand, make the ends meet, and getting on that particular grind, understand you got an advantage, man. You did something that most people are never ever going to do in life or experience. And you're mentally strong because you understand the cutthroat nature of a zero-sum game. So if you're not playing a zero-sum game, just saying, you got an advantage over most people. So that's the breakthrough I have for day 5 or whatever the fucking day is. I'm just going to keep knocking these out and show you the progression. But anyway, also built the landing page, all that shit. I'm going to start putting everything in the little decals and details. Check my shit out. Logs, TikToks, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. We're going to build a business, man. We're going to build something special. And I'm going to look back on these videos and just smile because like I was already there. I already had the mentality.